Namaste, dear students. As usual, today also I want to welcome you to our English class of grade 7. I hope today also you are ready with your materials, and the materials are your English textbook, notebook and pen or pencil. Are you ready with them? Good. If you are ready, today we are going to begin our unit 15. Okay, so all of you turn to page for unit 15. Have you turned? What did you see there? Good. There is getting started. Have you seen it? Well, if so, now you can see some pictures there. Have you seen the pictures? Good. Okay, then all of you read the instruction. The instruction for us is, look at the pictures, give examples of may or might or must. Now example here, the bulls may, might or must fight. Now here you have to understand the use of may or might and must. Look at these words are highlighted: may, might or must. So can you tell me the use of may and might or must? Okay, here is example. The bulls may, might, must fight. So what does? For example, you can see the picture. There is a goal. In the first picture, you can see there is a goal and there is a swimming pool. So the word is swim there, verb. Now can you tell me whether the goal will surely swim in the pool or not? So you have to express. So what is it? You can tell me now. The girl, the G-I-R-L girl, may or might, M-I-G-S-T, might swim, S-W-I-M, swim. One sentence. Now another sentence you can say to me again using must. It is the girl, G-I-R-L girl, M-U-S-T, must swim. So can you tell me what is the difference between the girl may or might swim and the girl must swim? Can you tell me the difference? Don't worry, I am here to help you. See, if you say the girl may or might swim means it is not sure. The girl can swim also, the girl cannot swim. 50-50% chance. Okay, you can understand. 50% chance to swim, 50% chance not to swim. But if we say the girl must swim means it is very much sure that the girl swims there. Okay, so from here you have to understand the degree of probability, whether that takes place or not. Okay, so look at the second pictures. For example, the example is given here, the bulls. You can see two bulls are there and they are standing in front of each other. So what do you think? Do they fight or not? If you are not sure they fight, you have to say they may fight. It means that it is not any sure to fight. But if you say they must fight, it means that it is sure these two bulls fight. Okay. Now like this you can see the third picture. What do you see there? Yes, you can see the black clouds in the sky. Now looking at the black clouds, then you have to make a guess whether it will rain or not. If you are sure that it will rain, then you can say it rains. Okay, because there are black clouds in the sky. But if you think that it won't rain also, only 50% chance to rain, you can say it may rain or it might rain. Okay, and you can use this might as the past tense of may also, and you can use as a modal verb too. Now the fourth picture you can see, there is an athlete. Okay, he is running there and here is written win the race. So what do you guess? Does he win the race? So looking at his running position, you can make a guess. If you say he may win, then there is a 50% chance to win, 15% chance not to win. Okay? But if you say he must win, then there is surety that he will win the race. So dear students, from these pictures and this practice, you have to understand that if we want to express the degree of probability, probability means that can take place. Okay, so if you use may or might, so you can understand as 50% that can take place, that cannot take place. Okay, and here the girl must means it is surely happened. Okay, it will surely take place. So is it clear to you? Very good. If so, again we are going to do another activity. So have you found it in your textbook? Yes. What is it? It's a poem. Okay, and listen and sing. So we have to listen and we have to sing. Now the poem is, okay, I want to recite it first and you also recite with me. Of all the children in my school, I may not be the tallest. All of you please read it out. Good. Of all the voices in the world, mine may be the smallest. All of you please. Good. But I can almost touch the stars if I stand on my toes. All of you follow me? Good. Now the last two lines. And soon my words might change the world, so you had better listen close. All of you follow me? Good. Dear students, once again we are going to recite this poem together. Now I am going to recite, you also recite with me together. Okay? Let's start. Of all the children in my school, I may not be the tallest. Of all the voices in the world, mine may be the smallest. But I can almost touch the stars if I stand on my toes, and soon my words might change the world, so you had better listen close. Very good. Okay, you have done a good job. Now we have a few questions based on this poem that you have to understand and do. So are you ready for it? Well, if so, the first question, see, is the speaker a student? Now you have to express your probability. You have to guess. Reading this poem, you have to guess whether the speaker in this poem is a student or not. So what do you think? What's your answer? Okay, see, I guess no, he may be a teacher. For example, all of the children in my school, I may not be the tallest. For example, if you guess this speaker is a student, you can write down, yes, he must be a student. You can write down. Okay, no problem. This is, you have to make your guess. Now B, you can find this answer from this line. Okay, this is a hint for us to write our answer. Of all the children in my school, see, in my school all the children, students. So I think that the speaker is a teacher. So I have written here no. So if you write here yes, then you can write down your answer here, no problem. We are expressing our degree of probability. Okay. Now B, when can the speaker touch the stars? Now you can find this answer from here, see. But I can almost touch the stars if I stand on my toes. So what can be your answer? Can you tell me your answer? Okay, look at. See, your answer is the speaker can touch the stars when he or she stands on his or her toes. Or simply you can write down when he or she stands on his or her toes. Okay. Now the last one, what can change the world? Now you can find this answer in this line. And soon my words might change the world. And your answer can be the speaker's words can change the world. Okay. This is how you have to write down the answers. So have you all written down the answers? All right, you have said to me orally and you can write it down at your home in your free time. Okay. Now we are going to do another task again, that is your homework. And your homework is, if you were the president of your ward, what would you do to develop it. Okay, you can just imagine and write down. Dear students, after this task we are going to read the text given under reading 1 in unit 15. So all of you look at it. Have you found it? Good. So look at the picture and answer the following questions. So have you seen the picture here? Alright, that's good. Now the question for you. What do you think is happening in the picture? Now you can see what's happening in the picture. Okay, there is fire in the forest, you know. The forest is caught by the fire. Is it good? No. Alright. Dear students, I have another question for you, and that is B. So the question is, do you think it is good or bad for the environment? Why? Now you can see there is fire in the forest. So is it good or bad? Yes, it is bad for the environment. Why? Yes, because it pollutes our climate, environment, weather. Okay, so this is what we are going to learn in our today's text. So for it, you have to look at the main text in your textbook. So have you found it? Good. So what is the title of our today's text? Well done. That is climate change. So can you see the picture here? What is the picture about? Okay, the picture is about a glacier. So do you know the meaning of glacier? You will know later. Okay, so I want to read it and you also read with me and try to understand. Okay, climate change refers to the change in the average conditions such as temperature and rainfall in a region over a long period of time. For example, there were a lot of glaciers in the past in the Himalayan ranges of Nepal. But today we have a warmer climate and fewer glaciers. The remaining ones are seriously challenged. Dear students, now you have to understand here about climate change. So first of all, you need to know what climate change is. So can you tell me what climate change is? Good. See, climate change is the change in the average conditions, okay, such as temperature and rainfall. These days we are feeling warmer, you know, so it is already, you know, cold time, but still we feel it is not very much cold. So have you heard the term global warming these days? Yes, there is warmer and warmer in the earth. This is what you have to understand as climate change. And about rainfall, so do we have regular rainfall? Monsoon rain? See, sometimes there is too much, sometimes there is lack of rain, you know, we can find these things. And in the past, there used to be many glaciers, you know. Glaciers means it is the river of snow we can find in the mountains, okay. But these days, we have very less glaciers. Why? Because of global warming and our mountains are melting, you know, the snow changes into liquid water. Have you got me? Good. So I hope you might have understood the unfamiliar words glacier and then seriously. So what does glaciers mean? Can you tell me? Okay, you can write it down in your notebook. Glaciers mean a slowly moving mass or river of ice formed by the accumulation and compaction of snow on mountains or near the poles. This is the picture of glacier. Simply you can understand it is a snow river in the mountains. Okay, this is the picture of a glacier. So what does seriously mean then? Okay, let me show you. Please write down the meaning in your notebook also. Seriously means without smiling, okay, in simple term. And here it is seriously challenged, you know, to save our glaciers, to save our natural things, you know, because of climate change. Is the idea clear given in the first paragraph of this text? Good. If so, let me take you to another paragraph. See, again you can see the picture. There is fire in the forest, you know. So all of you read with me. Global climate change refers to the average long-term changes throughout the earth. These include warming temperatures and changes in rainfall. rising sea levels, decreasing mountain glaciers, ice melting at a faster rate than usual in Himalayan region, and changes in flower and plant blooming times, etc. See, these are the effects because of climate change, because of global warming, we get this type of problems. So what are the problems that we are getting because of climate change? What are they? Good. They are, let's say, warming temperatures and changes in rainfall, rising sea level. See, the level of water comes up in the seas and oceans, okay? Decreasing mountain glaciers. So we don't find many glaciers these days in the mountains because the snow is melting, all right? And then faster rate than usual in Himalayan regions. Because of global warming, climate change, the snow is melting faster and then it flows faster and we don't find more glaciers in the mountains, okay? And then what else? Yes, changes in flower and plant blooming times, and the time of producing flowers, plant also, there is a problem. And these all things happen because of climate change. So we have to save our environment, okay? And have you felt these things nowadays? Yes, you have been facing, okay? Now, dear students, we have one highlighted unfamiliar word, blooming. So what does it mean? Can you guess here? Flower and plant blooming times. So what does it mean? Okay, don't worry, but don't forget to write down in your notebook. Blooming means producing flowers, or you can say the plants are appearing, growing, okay? And flowers are seen on the flower plants, okay? Now after it, again we are going to discuss the ideas given in another paragraph. See, all of you read with me. The Earth's climate has been changing continuously, even long before humans came into the picture. However, scientists have observed unusual changes recently. For example, the Earth's temperature has been increasing much more quickly than they would expect over the past 150 years. Some parts of the Earth are warming faster than others, but on average, global air temperatures near the Earth's surface have gone up about 2 degrees Fahrenheit in the past 100 years. In fact, the first 5 years have been the warmest 5 years in centuries. So you can see the picture of global warming. See, these days the ozone layer is depleting and the rays of the sun directly coming to our Earth, and because of this reason we are getting warmer and warmer, So we can find because of this reason there is change in climate, okay? And it is said that climate change has been changing continuously. So there is not any stoppage. It has not stopped. Continuously it is happening, So we have to be very careful. And it is said that it becomes faster, okay? It becomes faster. And these all things happen because of our one activities. All right. See, up to 2 degrees Fahrenheit surface has gone up, we have to understand. And then in the past 100 years. And another important thing you have to remember is, in fact, the past 5 years have been the warmest 5 years in centuries. In centuries, 100 period of time, the last 5 years, let's say, have become, what is it? Warmest 5 years. Means very much warm, because of climate change. So have you got the idea? This is all about global warming, okay? Now there are some words like continuously, Fahrenheit, centuries. So have you got the meanings of these words? So what is the meaning of continuously? So can you tell me? Okay, see, it is without interruption or gaps, without any stop, okay? Stoppage, you have to understand. Next one is Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit means it is of or denoting a scale of temperature on which water freezes at 32 degrees Celsius and boils at 212 degrees under standard conditions. So Fahrenheit means it is a measurement of temperature, okay? And century, I think you might have watched cricket game also, you can hear this term frequently, century. So what does it mean? Okay, it means a period of 100 years. See, in the centuries, past 5 years, let's say, have become the warmest years, very much warm, very much hot, because of global warming. So is the idea clear, all of you? Good. If so, let's go to next paragraph. Many people, all of you read with me, many people, including scientists, are concerned about this warming. As the Earth's climate continues to warm, the intensity and amount of rainfall during storms such as hurricanes are expected to increase. Shortage of water for a long period of time, heat waves are also expected to become more intense as the climate warms. So from here, you have to understand, see, we are getting warmer and warmer day by day, year by year, and at the same time, there is not any regularity of water. You can see the picture here, see, the land is dried and cracking there, it is because lack of water, rainfall, okay, because of global warming. And if there is not regularity of rainfall, then we will have shortage of water, okay, and you can see the land dries like this, and the farmers cannot plant their crops also. So there will be many problems. And you can see the picture here, hurricanes. So what does hurricane mean? It is a strong storm, wind, see, it is very dangerous, okay. Okay, dear students, we'll write down the meanings later and you can just make your guess. So another paragraph we have, when the Earth's temperature changes by 1 or 2 degrees, the change can have a big impact on the health of the Earth, plants and animals. See, it means that if we think only 1 degree or 2 degrees temperature warmer, then it has a big impact. It has a big effect upon us, on our health, okay. And not only on our health, it is equally very much effective for the plants and animals also. So we have to save all the animals of the earth. We have to save ourselves and we have to plant also. So we will get problem in these things because of global warming. We are getting warmer and warmer, So we have to be very careful, okay. There are lots of factors that contribute to the Earth's climate. However, scientists agree that the Earth has been getting warmer over the past 50 to 100 years because of human activities. And what are the responsible factors for global warming? Can you tell me? Yes, it is our activity. So because of human beings' activities, we are getting warmer and warmer, global warming, like running many industries, factories, companies, vehicles, and these all things pollute our environment, and then finally we are getting global warming, okay. So are you clear with the ideas given in these paragraphs? Good job. So now we have some unfamiliar words here. So what does intensity mean? So can you tell me? All of you try once, please. Okay, intensity means you can understand as power, okay. So hurricanes, what does it mean? I have shown you the picture here of hurricane. So what does it mean? Okay, it means a storm with a violent wind, in particular a tropical cyclone in the Caribbean storm, or you can understand as storm. It is a strong wind, that can bring destruction, okay. Now we have again some more paragraphs. See, and all of you read with me. Certain gases in the Earth's atmosphere block heat from going out. This is called the greenhouse effect, and you might have learnt about greenhouse effect in your science also. This is the picture of greenhouse effect, okay. You can see the house of glass, and inside the house there are plants, and it means that the plants are in warm condition. The plants won't get any coldness. So to provide them warmness, we make greenhouse, okay. And this earth also becomes the same thing. So you can compare this earth with this greenhouse, okay? And because of this reason, we are getting warmer and warmer. See, these gases keep the earth warm, like the glass in a greenhouse keeps plants warm, okay? These all gases keep our earth warmer and warmer. So you can see the example. For example, we are inside this house and there is no place for ventilation, okay? And we are getting warmer and warmer. And because of all the gases, our atmosphere, block heat going out, and all the heat is inside it, inside the atmosphere. And because of this reason, we people are feeling warmer and warmer. Is it clear to you? Good. Let's go to next paragraph. Human activities, our activities. For example, what have we been doing? And because of our activities, there is global warming. For example, you can see such as burning fuel in factories, okay? Cars and buses are changing the natural greenhouse. These changes cause the atmosphere to trap more heat than it used to, leading to a warmer earth. It means that we are producing chlorofluorocarbon, okay? And this warmer does not go out. This warmth does not go out, and it remains within the atmosphere, as I have already shown you in the greenhouse. And because of this reason, we people are getting warmer and warmer. And because of this global warming, there is change in our climate. And when there is change in our climate, then we have many problems like temperature, rainfall, rising the sea level, melting the snows in the mountains, Are you clear? Okay, then next one. When human activities create greenhouse gases, the earth warms. This matters because oceans, land, air, plants, animals, and energy from the sun all have an effect on one another. The combined effects of all these things give us our global climate. In other words, the Earth's climate functions like one big connected system. So it means that these days it has become a big problem. So if we produce, let's say, this sort of gases, then there can be problem in the United States of America. If people do this sort of activities in the United States of America, then we may get this effect in our country, okay? So it is interlinked and it is throughout the earth, okay? So we have to be very careful and we have to run our activities very properly. Now, we have here some unfamiliar words. Atmosphere. So what does it mean? So can you tell me? Don't worry. So it means the envelope of gases surrounding the earth or another planet, okay? Now, another word we have is greenhouse, and it means a glass building in which plants that need protection from cold weather are grown. So it is shown in the picture. And I hope you might have written down the meanings of these words in your notebook. Now we have again some more paragraphs. Let's read together. Thinking about things as systems means looking for how every part relates to others. NASA's Earth-observing satellites collect information about how our planet's atmosphere, water and land are changing. So, I think you might have heard the word NASA. See, this is the building of NASA. So, what does NASA mean? See, the full form of NASA is given here. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So, it is the office of scientists in the United States of America, okay? Many scientists have been working in this office, and they also observe sending satellites. You can see the picture of satellite here, okay? They have sent, see, many satellites to collect the information about global change, that is climate change, global warming, So the scientists have been working day and night to find out all the facts of global warming. By looking at this information, scientists can observe how the Earth system works together. This will help us understand how small changes in one place can contribute to bigger changes in the Earth's global climate. I have already told you, dear students, if we do different activities in our country, and that can promote global warming, and that can affect in the United States of America. And if people of United States of America do different activities, that can bring changes in global warming, climate change, even in our country also. So these days, I think you might have heard about the melting of snow in our mountains, you know. So we have less glaciers and we can see black rocks there, you know, and we have less snow. And because of this reason also, then the level of the sea is going up and up. So it is very dangerous. And there is not regular rainfall also. So we get these types of problems in our life. Okay? So global warming is very dangerous. Now you have to know the meaning of satellites. So simply you can understand, it is an artificial body placed in orbit around the earth or moon or another planet in order to collect information or for communication. So it is a kind of object, it is sent, you know, and then it collects information of the earth. Okay, is it clear to you? Good. If so, now I have a task for you. We have discussed the meanings, we have noted down the meanings in our exercise book. Now you have to do this task. Your task is find the words in the text above that give the answers to A to I. The first letter has been given to you. So you can find the meanings are given here and the first letters of each word is given here. So you have to write down. All of you do it now. I think it's very easy for you. Are you doing? Good. If so, let's check. Now you can tell me orally, okay? A slow moving mass of a river of ice formed from snow on mountains. So what is the correct word for this meaning? Okay, your answer should be glacier. Glacier, glacier. I have shown you the picture also. Now B, all the time, repeatedly. So it is all the time, repeatedly we do that one. So what is the word for it? And that starts with C. Okay, it is continuously. C-O-N-T-I-N-U-O-U-S-L-Y, continuously. Now C, a scale of measuring temperature. So what is it? It starts with F. Alright, you are correct. Fahrenheit. F-A-H-R-E-N-H-E-I-T, Fahrenheit. Now next one, D, a period of 100 years. So it's very easy for you. What's the word? Okay, good job. It is C-E-N-T-U-R-Y, century. Another we have is the quality of being great, very strong. Now what is the correct word for it? That starts with I. Yes, you are right again. Intensity. I-N-T-E-N-S-I-T-Y, intensity. Now next, F, a violent storm with very strong winds. I have shown you the picture also. That starts with H. What is it? Yes, you are right again. Hurricane. H-U-R-R-I-C-A-N-E. Hurricane. Okay. Next one is the mixture of gases that surrounds the earth. We have discussed about this word meaning. So what is it? Begins with A. Alright, dear students, you are correct again. A-T-M-O-S-P-H-E-R-E, atmosphere. Okay. Now next one, H, a structure made of glass which is used to grow plants. I have shown you the picture. That is, you know, to keep warmer. So what's the correct word? You are right. That is greenhouse. G-R-E-E-N, green, H-O-U-S-E, house, greenhouse. Now the last task of this exercise is an electronic device sent into space to gather information. I have shown you the picture also. What is it then? That starts with S. What is it? Well done. S-A-T-E-L-L-I-T-E, satellite. You have done a great job. Now we have again another task, that is true or false. See, A, glaciers are found high in the Himalayas. True or false? You can tell me now. It's true. B, climate change is a global issue, global problem. What do you think? Again, that is true. You are right. C, the effect of climate change is not seen in the seas. So we don't see any effect in the seas. Is it true or false? Okay, it is false. See, the level of sea is rising, you know. D. Climate change affects human beings. Is it true or false? That is true. And it affects the plants, animals also, E. Human activities are likely to increase changes in the climate. It means that because of our activities, then there is change in climate. Is it true or false? Again, you are right. True. And then next one is production of carbon dioxide in the USA may cause the melting of snow in our Himalayas. Is it true or false? I have given you example. So our activities can bring changes in the USA, and American people's activities can bring change in our country. So it is again true. Okay. So is it clear to you? Good. If so, now I have last task for you. So I want to give you example, and rest of you have to do at your home. Answer this question. A. What is global climate change? Now you can find answer here in the first paragraph. So your answer is here, and you have to write down. Climate change refers to the change in the average conditions such as temperature and rainfall, okay, in a region over a long period of time. Examples are given here, and you can find it in the second paragraph also. So you can write down answer like this. Average long-term changes throughout the earth, and this is in the second paragraph, and you can write down from here also. Okay. So next question, list the negative effects of global climate change. So what can be the answer? You can find it in the second paragraph. See, here is given warming temperatures and changes in rainfall, rising sea levels, decreasing mountain glaciers. These things are given there, which you can write down in your answer. So you can find your answer in these lines, and your answers, let's say answer is warming temperatures and changes in rainfall, rising sea level, decreasing mountain glaciers. These things you can write down. Dear students, these are some examples for you, and then you can write down the answers of C. When did climate change start? What human activities are affecting Earth's natural greenhouse? What are the components of the global climate? Which organization is conducting the research about climate change and its effects? You can find in your text. Please search them, write them down in your notebook in your free time. Okay. Now at last I have a homework for you, and your homework is, has Nepal been affected by the global climate change? How? Discuss in groups and draw a few pictures to demonstrate your points. You can draw this type of picture. This is an example for you. See, when there was not global warming, we have this type of climate. See, the tree is very green, and you can find clear sky, then the grass is green. But when we have global warming, then you can find this type of condition. See, dry land, the sky is also polluted, atmosphere, environment, and the tree is also looking like this. So you can draw this type of picture, and you can show in your classroom. Is it clear to you? Good. Dear students, I hope you might have better understood about climate change and understood to do the comprehension task. It's all for today. Keep practicing. Have a good time. Goodbye.